We have the man of the hour, Bryce Cruz, here.
Bryce Cruz has become a high school basketball star.
Bryce is a success story. He's the chosen one. He's the one that can fight through this.
Bryce Cruz with his second basket in as many minutes.
The best is yet to come.
Bryce Jelani Cruz.
I grew up in New York. We didn't really have too many sports. The first thing I played, I think, was tennis, because we had a local tennis team. But I realized that wasn't for me. I didn't really touch a football for real until I got to 7th grade when I moved out here. I played center. I've been a big boy my whole life, so O-line, D-line was my, skill set. That's where I was gonna be at. But I would say my first 2 years was really fun. I like being a Wildcat. My favorite color's always been blue. So being able to go to Dekaney was already a big win for me. I was really a quiet kid to myself. I didn't really talk much until I got on the field and talked to my teammates, people I knew. Like every other kid, I had dreams of going to play college ball, then eventually going to NFL, getting your family out the hood. If I want it, I'm gonna go get it. If I see it, I can achieve it. My last game I ever played, the field was muggy, it was rainy, it was muddy. Me and my teammates, just us going to dive on the ground in the mud and rain. After that was the last game of the season. We had a long drive home because we were kind of wet, but yeah, it was fun. 3 weeks later, it's when I ended up in the hospital. They took an MRI of me. I was having back pains already. The MRI came out clean. They didn't find nothing on me. They didn't find a hair, a scratch. I went home, I took those meds, and yeah, next thing you know, I can wake up calling my mother because I couldn't get up. She immediately called the ambulance. They immediately came and they rushed me all the way to Texas Children's Hospital downtown, and that's where they found the abscess and they had to do immediate surgery. After that, it became a blur. I remember the doctor coming into the office and telling me, "We found a staph in your spine. We had to move it out and we don't know if you'll ever be able to walk again." My heart kind of dropped for a minute. I'm pretty sure my mama cried. I'm not really a crier type, but I might have cried that day. I don't know, it was a lot to take in at the moment, especially being 14. I really debated about going back to school or not. I didn't know if I was homeschooled or stay at school. People look at me differently. But eventually, I went through a lot of PT, and then PT is where I found the love of basketball, because they took me to a gym, physical therapy, and then I seen kids playing wheelchair basketball. And I said, "Excuse me, miss, what is that?" And she told me there's a team called Tier Hot Wheels, and went to meet the coach of the team. I met all the kids there, and I seen they all had the same situation, the same circumstances. They're all bound to a chair. They all can't play normal sports like, able-bodied kids. So I was like, okay, cool. This is something I think I can do. My senior years when I really locked in on it, and that's when I met the coach from Auburn, I met the coach from Mizzou, and then I met the coach at UTA. So those like my three top people that were looking at me at the time. And then I received my first official offer to come play at UTA. I chose to stay at UTA just because it's close to home. I'm still not quite comfortable with my situation yet, but I do want to play basketball. I do want to experience life outside of my parents' household, because I gotta eventually spread my wings and fly. Going to school for free, you can't beat that. So I feel like that was a great opportunity for me. I knew they had a winning culture, so I wanted to play somewhere that can win, somewhere that can develop me. And I heard Doug Garner, which is the coach at UTA.
We've had several Paralympians.
He talked to me. I liked his philosophy, how he can use me in his system. And once again, I stayed with the blue color, so it kind of fit still. Then my third year is when I became a full-time starter, and that's the year I won my first championship. After that, we pretty much took off. I'm a LeBron James fan, so 23 is just a number I've always liked.
And a three-peat at home for the Movin Mavs, national champions once again.
I was a broadcast journalism major and with a minor in disability studies. I kind of fell in love with it. I had a radio talk show from 12 to 1 at UTA on the UTA radio. The end goal is for me to either be, somewhere talking about sports on national television, either being a radio producer, radio show host, you know, somewhere behind the scenes, but also on the scenes at the same time. I want to be able to vocalize my voice, but not only do that, I still want to give back. So I want to be able to go around and tell my story, not to only people with the same injury as me or people who've been through something like me, but people who have not been through some adversity. I got a FaceTime from my mama. Next thing you know, it's Coach Dub on the phone. We chopped it up, like, how you doing, man? You almost done with school? It's like, all right, cool. As soon as you're done with school, I got a job over here waiting on you to join my coaching staff. I was like, all right, cool. Sound like a plan to me.
Scanning up, you high.
For me, personally, I hope people look at me as someone who handled adversity well, someone who never gave up. The end goal is definitely, I want to tell my story, not only feel sorry for me aspect, but like a way to open up other people's eyes. Because, you know, you could be here one day and not the next day. You can be high one day and low the next day. You know, you gotta keep a steady mindset in life.